The CUPRA Formentor is the very first car of Seat's new performance brand CUPRA, which they built and developed on their own. It is a so-called crossover SUV, and of course it looks very, very sporty. Yes, it is a CUPRA. But how it drives, what about the powertrain, the space, the comfort, and of course the driver assistance and safety systems? Let's find out now. There will be 9 different powertrains available for the CUPRA Formentor, and that'll be diesel as well as petrol, as well as hybrid or plug-in hybrids. And I do not have the numbers of all of them already, but there will be a plug-in hybrid with a combination out of 150 horsepower petrol engine combined with a 85 kilowatt electric motor. And then there will be an entrance model which will have 150 horsepower out of a 4-cylinder petrol engine, and I think this will be the 1.5 liter you may already know from other Volkswagen models. And on top of this there is the car we're driving, which is the top version, 310 horsepower, 400 Newton meters of maximum torque out of a 4-cylinder 2-liter turbo petrol engine, and that gives the car some nice figures like top speed limited at 250 kilometers per hour and the acceleration 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in only 4.9 seconds. Talking about practicability, the Formentor offers standard compartments in the doors at the front, driver and passenger side as well. And then you do find the center console, because we do now have a shift-by-wire system, no longer a big gear shift knob. So that means we do find a slightly bigger compartment to the right of the shift-by-wire system and a smaller one at the left-hand side, and then you do find 2 cup holders here and an adjustable armrest. And at the very front you do find 2 USB-C ports, and there are another two at the rear of this center console. And you do find quite large compartment, which also is the place where you can put the optional wireless charging for your mobile devices. The CUPRA Formentor offers a maximum boot size of 450 liters, but that's not for our car, because this is the 4-wheel drive version. This is the figure for the front-wheel powered cars. Our car with a 320 horsepower petrol engine only offers 420 liters of maximum boot capacity. And then there is the plug-in hybrid, which will arrive a bit later. That then only offers 345 because the battery must be placed somewhere. While we're standing here at the rear of the car, just some figures regarding towing. So if you want to tow something with the car, you can of course have the towing hook. That costs you about 320 euros. And then our car is allowed to tow as a maximum 1.8 tons.
With the rear seats folded down, the CUPRA Formentor offers a maximum load volume of up to 1,475 liters. The Volkswagen Tiguan R can take about 200 liters more with a maximum of 1,655 liters. A BMW X2 M35i offers up to 1,355 liters and so about 100 liters less than the CUPRA.
The 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo engine inside of the Formentor really makes a great job. It delivers 228 kilowatts or 310 horsepower, 400 Newton meters of torque, and that is combined with a 7-speed DSG gearbox and pushes the power to all 4 wheels. And with that, you can really have great fun driving the car sporty, do cornering, but on the other hand, you can also drive the car quite easy and just enjoy the countryside. And by the way, that provides the car with quite some nice numbers, because the top speed is reached at 250 kilometers an hour, and it accelerates from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, 60 miles per hour in only 4.9 seconds. But if you say that's not enough for me, you may have to wait a bit more, because I heard some rumors that there will be a bigger engine which then has 5 cylinders, and I would expect this is the Audi one. You may know it already from the RS3, and that then should offer 400 horsepower. There will be up to 9 different powertrains available for the Formentor, and to give you an idea which one are the big ones and which ones are the less powerful ones, the big ones will then be named Formentor VZ, because VZ is the short version of Veloz, and that's the Spanish word for quick. Inside of the Formentor, the colors black, grey and copper are dominating. And we talk about the materials. You do find soft touch here at the upper parts on the dashboard as well. If you go a bit lower here at the front of the dashboard, you find something that looks a bit like wood. And then you have glossy grey here or glossy black here around the infotainment. And then of course you do find copper everywhere. So it's here at the air outtakes, which are very nicely 3-dimensional. You will of course find loads of it at the steering wheel, for instance the CUPRA logo. We have these extra instruments down here with the circles. We have the small bars here, and of course you do find copper stitching everywhere inside of that car. Even a tall person like me is sitting very comfortably in the front seats of the Formentor. They come as standard as bucket seats with integrated headrests. And I can tell you they offer loads and loads of support, and they are still comfortable. When we talk about space, I can tell you I sit perfectly here. I have loads of space above me. I can adjust the steering wheel the way I want, and I can really say this is a comfortable place to sit in even for a long while. If you're looking for standard round instruments inside of the Formentor, you will not find any. And the same is if you're looking for buttons and knobs. That car is featuring as standard a 10.25-inch full digital cockpit, and this not only provides you with different view types, like the Formentor type with a big ref meter in the middle, it also provides you with the opportunity to adjust it the way you want. So you can, the sight left and right, adjust with different information, like I have the G meter on the right hand side and left hand side I have the power information, but I can also choose stuff like actual consumption overall range and all that stuff. So it's completely something that completely can individualize the way you want. When we talk about the infotainment, that comes as standard with a 12-inch touchscreen. And this really is the center control of the whole CUPRA. You can work here with your climate control, you can work with your sat-nav and all the other stuff. And the important thing is you can configure it the way you want. So you may remember we did it with the CUPRA Leon. So you can choose how your home screen should look like. You will of course find live data like traffic information, like information about petrol prices and all that stuff. At the rear of our CUPRA Formentor, you can really see how sporty that car is. One good example are these massive shoulders, which really puts the car very solidly on the road. Then you do find this massive rooftop spoiler and this very narrow black window at the rear of the car. The Formentor always comes with LED taillights and with this light band between the two taillights. And that is the reason why the car looks even wider than it is in reality.